My name is Lisa, and I'm a working housewife who works at the local supermarket. My husband Noah and I live happily together. On this day, we went out shopping.
I was a bit prepared for it, but wow, there are so many people.
Yes, it's one of the largest shopping malls in the county.
Maybe that building over there is less crowded.
I think that's the building that sells sports goods. Noah, are you planning to start a sport or something?
Well, indeed, starting something new at this opportunity might not be a bad idea.
Hey, you just don't want to walk in the crowd, right?
Ah, no. I really feel like looking at sports goods now.
Didn't you say this morning that you wanted to look at daily necessities?
The charm of this place is being able to shop whimsically, right? Well, now that it's decided, let's go. What? Suddenly everyone is moving in the same direction.
Oh, it looks like there's an event at that sports goods store later.
Hey, really? Hey, Lisa, aren't you a little hungry? How about we go to that cafe over there?
All right, we'll go check it out when it's less crowded. We don't have children yet, but my husband and I were enjoying our time together, just the two of us. Then one day, we ended up taking care of my niece, Madison.
Hello. I'm looking forward to today.
Yes, let's play a lot today.
So, what shall we do? How about going to the nearby park and playing tag?
That sounds fun. Is that okay with you, Lisa?
Whatever Madison wants to do is fine by me.
All right, then let's head to the park right away.
Yay, let's go.
Madison is the only daughter of my sister and her husband. She's a sweet and energetic girl who is very fond of us. Madison seems to have a mysterious ability. She once predicted her father's sudden business trip and could find where her friend's lost item was. I thought maybe she has a special sense, even as a child. The next day, after Noah left for work.
Hello, your mother-in-law has arrived.
Oh, mother-in-law. What brings you here so suddenly?
Oh my, is it a problem if I come over unexpectedly? Oh dear. Indeed, this might be a bit troubling, mightn't it?
Well, what do you mean by?
What do I mean? Can't you see this state of uncleanliness? Whether you're a full-time or part-time housewife, you should at least keep the house clean.
Yes, I understand. I'll be more careful in the future. This person is my troublesome mother-in-law, who has been critical and sarcastic since before my marriage. On this day, she came by during Noah's absence to complain about various things and then left. A few months later, my sister fell ill, so I ended up taking care of Madison for the whole day.
This park, it's the same one we all came to last time, right?
Yes, it's the big park near our house.
Hey, there's a lot of playground equipment here, right?
That's right, and today, we're going to play there as much as we can.
Really? Yay, playgrounds.
Then let's try to conquer all the types. So, I had a fun time playing with Madison at the big park nearby. When we returned home after playing a lot, my mother-in-law was in the living room. Mother-in-law, why are you inside the house? I locked the door when I left.
Lisa, where have you been all this time? You haven't done any housework?
Well, actually.
This is not acceptable for a daughter-in-law. Wait, who is that child? Oh, don't tell me, you've been hiding a child from Noah.
No, it's not like that. This child is my niece. I'm taking care of her because my sister is unwell.
Niece? Sister? Well, that might make sense, but still, I can't believe it. How much of this is true? Honestly, I turned my back for 1 second, and you're cheating. Clearly, I need to watch over you properly.
That's not true.
Oh, you're still talking? Let's say, for argument's sake, that child is your niece. Then she must be around elementary school age, right? Your sister's child is that big, and you still don't have any. So, you're a woman who can't even bear children.
Well, it's true that we don't have children yet, but it's not like we can't.
Be quiet? Then why don't I have any grandchildren yet? Either way, a barren woman like you doesn't deserve Noah. Divorce Noah immediately. I will find him a younger and more obedient wife.
What? Divorce?
How long do you think you've been married? All my friends have grandchildren. A barren wife is useless here. If you have time to cheat, you better let Noah go.
Despite Madison being present, my mother-in-law continued to hurl abusive language at me. The fear of her breaking in and unlocking the door left me speechless. Then, Madison suddenly approached her stomach.
The baby says it has something to tell you.
What? What are you talking about all of a sudden, child?
Madison, what's gotten into you? I shouldn't be pregnant yet, could it be?
Just wait a moment. I hate the grandma who is mean to my mom. Did you forget how you were treated badly in the past? Back then, you suffered and cried a lot, didn't you?
What's with this child?
Madison.
Yet, now that you've become a mother-in-law, you do the same thing. Didn't you find it painful? Do you think it's okay to hurt others the same way?
How? How do you know all this? As if you've seen it.
Madison stared straight at my mother-in-law, speaking more fluently than usual, with a serious expression. While I was shocked by the change in her demeanor, my mother-in-law started trembling at Madison's words. But Madison continued, unfazed.
Hey, Grandma, do you remember who helped you when you were suffering? Grandpa helped you many times. Do you remember that clearly?
I remember, of course I do.
So, why are you betraying Grandpa?
Betraying. I haven't done anything like that.
Don't lie. Grandma, you're playing around with other men and giving them money, aren't you? You're keeping it a secret from Grandpa, right? I know everything.
How? How do you know about that?
Hey, what is this? Is what this child saying true?
Father. No, it's not. It's just a child's made-up story.
It's not. This is all true. If you don't stop messing around with men, your debts will increase and things will get worse.
But I told you, it's not true.
When the debts become too much to handle, who will help you? Who is continuing to betray the one who is helping? Admit your guilt and apologize, or else.
No?
If you're scared, then all this must be true, right?
When you realize your mistake, you must stop right there. Because what you lose will never come back. Remember this well.
Madison. Oh, she fell asleep. Madison suddenly lost her strength and fell asleep. Seeing her like this, my father-in-law said,
Lisa, who exactly is this child?
She's my sister's daughter, but it seems she has some mysterious powers. Today's event was a first for me too, and I'm just as surprised.
I see. I was shocked. She reminded me of my late grandmother.
What about great-grandma?
Noah, actually, just now.
I see, Madison did that.
She must have been protecting Lisa.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean Mom was bullied by Grandma?
Yes, each time my mother and I protected her.
And she forgot that and became a bully herself.
What? I was just behaving the way I was treated. It's like a part of Japanese culture. I endured it, so Lisa should too.
Don't say such foolish things. You even considered divorce. What are you talking about?
So do the same things you hated. I'm disappointed in you, Mom.
Disappointed, you say. That's my line. My life's ruined because Noah married such a woman. You have no eye for women. I'm the one who's disappointed.
What? Don't joke. It's all your fault, Mom. You were talking about giving money to men, betraying Dad for that. That's why Grandma was harsh on you. You haven't learned anything.
Don't make fun of me. Sure, mother-in-law bullying is more visible now, but it was different in our time. It was more insidious, harder. If this is all it takes to upset you, then I know your worth, Lisa.
As my mother-in-law attempted to belittle me, Noah began to get seriously angry.
Enough is enough. Who do you think is showing their true colors here? Do you even understand what you've done?
What I did? I was just educating Lisa. I survived that hell and raised my children well. The only things I haven't done are extravagant spending and bullying my daughter-in-law. It's my life. I can live it however I want, right?
Can't you see that's the problem? You can't justify sacrificing others.
But I've lived through such a world. This is a woman's world, Noah. You wouldn't understand.
As a woman myself, I have to say you're wrong. It's wrong to inflict suffering on someone in the same situation just because you suffered. If you suffered, shouldn't you make sure others don't go through the same?
You say that because you haven't experienced that hell. If you had, you'd end up just like me.
I've endured your sarcasm for a long time. But I don't plan to do the same. Rather, I know exactly what words and attitudes hurt others. And I want to be careful not to do the same.
That's easy to say. You have Noah now. You can pretend to be strong and generous, but wait until you're alone. Those feelings will shatter.
No, they won't. No matter what you do, I have Noah and Madison. I won't do anything I can't face them with.
I plan to show you that never doesn't exist.
Why does it come to this? When mom was suffering, dad and great-grandma supported her, right? Why betray that kindness?
Let me tell you, that support was insufficient. That's why I'm like this. Protected, supported. Those temporary measures meant nothing. So, Lisa, I'll teach you what being a daughter-in-law and mother-in-law means.
Why? Why can't you understand? That's it. I'm done. I'm cutting ties with a mother who makes Lisa suffer.
What? Cutting ties.
As my mother-in-law was shocked by Noah's declaration of cutting ties, my father-in-law said,
Of course, your words are beyond redemption.
Beyond redemption. Weren't you and Dad the ones who didn't save me?
Don't be foolish. We offered help many times, even suggested running away. Yet, you were the one who stubbornly held onto the notion of what a daughter-in-law should be.
But that was the norm back then, wasn't it?
What norm? You should have chosen us who tried to protect you. And don't forget, your sins aren't limited to what you did to Lisa. All the playing around with men, the extravagant spending. An apology won't be enough.
Why don't you understand? I've been trying so hard all this time. Even my playing around was a reward for all my hard work.
You've got the wrong idea of a reward. To use your words, I'll thoroughly teach you what's right from now on.
That's not going to end well. Lisa, this is all your fault. Take responsibility.
"Ha! How is this my fault?"
If you weren't here, that creepy child wouldn't have been here and none of this would have been exposed. It's all your fault for being here.
Ugh. So my words, Noah's, and your father's words didn't reach you. This way, your father and great-grandmother's efforts are in vain.
Exactly. Yes, it's useless to say anything more. Mother, let's go home. Lisa, I'm truly sorry. I'll take responsibility and make sure she never comes here again.
Wait, I don't want to go back like this. Noah, help me. I don't know what Dad will do to me now.
I refuse. Why would I help someone who said such things? Go get a proper scolding from Dad and don't show your face here again.
How can you say that to me, Noah?
That's what you've brought upon yourself. Reflect on that on the way home. Come on, let's go.
Following this, my father-in-law dragged the stunned mother-in-law back to their family home. There, she was subjected to around-the-clock instruction from him. Unable to continue her affairs, she was forced to work part-time to repay the money she had squandered. With no work experience, the mother-in-law tried to deceive my father-in-law and skip out on her job, but she was always found and brought back, leaving her no choice but to work. Exhausted from the unfamiliar work, she would come home only to face moral education from my father-in-law. Tired of this daily routine, she tried to sneak out at midnight to meet Noah, but she was caught by various sensors set up by my father-in-law and promptly brought back. Thus, she spent her days under constant surveillance, unable to meet her beloved son, repeating a cycle of unfamiliar work and moral education like a monk in training. As for my husband and me, after what Madison said, I checked and found out I'm really pregnant.
Thanks to her, we were able to take action early. Thanks, Madison.
It's not because of me, it's thanks to the baby.
About that. Madison, did you really hear the baby's voice?
It wasn't like hearing, more like feeling, I guess.
Feeling? You mean you felt the baby inside me?
No, it was more like feeling an urge to help.
So, some kind of telepathy. Wait, then what was with that mature way of speaking?
I don't know. I don't remember anything after I became one with the baby's feelings.
Well, so great-grandma came through you. That's kind of scary.
What are you saying? She tried hard to protect me, we should be happy about it.
I don't really understand, but when I woke up, my heart felt warm.
I see. Yeah, it's not scary.
Yeah, so the baby with Uncle Noah will be fine too.
Wait, that's actually pretty spooky.
After that incident, Madison's words made me curious, so I used a pregnancy test. Although it showed no reaction, I was still concerned and went to the hospital just to be sure. To my surprise, I was indeed pregnant, and the doctor was amazed at how I had noticed. Madison, who gave us this happy surprise, still occasionally stays at our house. Since then, nothing as extraordinary as before has happened, but she sometimes says mysterious things. On this day, she scared Noah by telling him there seemed to be something on his shoulder. Apparently, this thing or spirit seems to be massaging Noah's shoulder and is harmless. I've heard that children can sometimes see mysterious things, and perhaps Madison is like that. I wonder if my own child will say such mysterious things one day. With these thoughts, we continue to live our peaceful life today. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.